Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it. Contender regime boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? So I watched Yordenis Ugas' live workout today on Fight Hype. And I also listened to the interview. Of course, they was translating for Yordenis Ugas. And then I watched, which was even more interesting, Ishmael Salas is his coach, a world-renowned trainer, very, very good trainer, man. Excellent trainer, actually. Really knows his stuff, man, and really does a great job of coaching his fighters. And he was saying some interesting stuff as well, man. But I just wanted to say, Yordenis Ugas, man, he looks very strong and very sharp. He looks like, everything is really coming together for him, especially over the last couple of years. I've just seen Ugas, really step into anytime he's got an opportunity to step into the light and get his shine, whether it was versus Sean Porter, whether it was on a big stage. I think that was the Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman undercard versus undefeated Omar Figueroa, or whether it was versus Manny Pacquiao when he finally got an opportunity to prove that he is indeed the true WBA champion at welterweight. He's been shining. And, Yordenis Ugas, man, I love his confidence. I just love how he carry himself. Yordenis Ugas really carry himself like a champion, and he believes that he belongs on this stage. That's another thing that I've been impressed with. Ugas has always struck me as a guy who didn't turn down no smoke, always wanted smoke with anybody, always wanted to fight the top fighters, always had respect for all the top guys, but he believes that he belongs on this level, and that's important. And I'm glad that Errol Spence is fighting Yordenis Ugas after Ugas fought Manny Pacquiao, because all that does is raises Ugas's level of confidence. It even furthermore proves and cements the idea and the fact that he belongs on this level. You know what I'm saying? So Ugas is not coming into this fight for no paycheck. He not coming into this fight to lay down. He not coming in this fight to play second fiddle. He ain't coming in this fight, just to be, we fighting in Errol Spence hometown. He not pulling up to this fight just to be there. He not on no I'm just happy to be there type shit. Yordenis Ugas truly believes that he is the best and he belongs on this level at the top with the top guys. He believes that he is on the same level of Errol Spence, on the same level of Terrence Crawford, on the same level of Keith Thurman, and you seen what he did to Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? And the confidence that he had and how he went about, completing that task, man, and going out there and taking care of business. And just watching him in his live workout, just looking at how focused he is, how sharp he is, he looked like he's making the weight wonderfully. Like he doesn't look drained at all. Ugas is a big guy too. I heard Ishmael Salas talk about how when he saw Errol Spence at the press conference, out here in the city, he said that Errol Spence looked like he was about 168 at that time. And he said that, coming down from 168 to 147, it's a big deal. So basically what he was trying to say, like, Earl looked kind of big and he might struggle to make the weight, you know what I'm saying? But I hope he make the weight because we want him to be on weight and we don't want no discrepancies and, things like that. I think that's more mental games than anything. But, I wanted to speak on that too because just looking at Yordenis Ugas, man, he looks real good. Looks solid, strong, don't look drained. And, looking fast and just very sharp on the pass and on the heavy bag and things like that, man. I'm excited for this fight, and I'm excited to see, what Ugas brings to the table, what he's able to bring out of Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting Errol Spence to put on one of his greatest performances. And, just with everything that's on the line, man, coming back from a layoff, now currently being in the best shape he ever been in, looking extremely sharp himself. Excited to see how he looks in his live workout, but I'm really excited to see what type of energy, what type of fight that Ugas can bring out of Errol Spence. I really think this shit could turn into a war. I think this shit really can be, half chess match, half dog fight, first 4 rounds, chess match. And I think, by round 5, round 6, this shit can break out to a war real quick. You know what I mean? Because Ugas not finna lay down. If Earl come out there, and I saw Ugas was what it seemed to me, of course, you can only tell so much from the pad workouts and the drill, but what it seemed to me, it seemed like Ugas was working on getting his jab out first. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing Ismail Salas, the way he was working the pass, he was in a southpaw stance, and he was, it looks like they was working on Ugas getting his jab out first, and then dodging spit shit after, and then trying to counter that. You know what I mean? Look like they working on being first with the jab, which could be interesting to see how that work out for them. I heard Ismail Salas say that they're gonna use Errol Spence's strength against him. Coach Salas said he's been studying Errol Spence, saying that what makes Errol Spence so unique is his strength, that he's just naturally a very, very strong fighter. And he said that they just been studying everything, that makes Errol Spence strong, and they're going to use those strengths against Errol Spence. So I'm excited, man. We only a few weeks out from the fight, man. And, a couple of weeks, shit, April 16th, it's finna go down, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Did y'all see Yordenis Ugas' live workout? What did you think? Were there some things that you noticed? What did you, pick up from the interview? You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a real good fight, man. This is going to be a real good fight, man. And I'm expecting a great performance from Errol Spence. And I'm expecting, a high level of energy from Yordenis Ugas, and to be able to I think both of these guys gonna bring some up out of each other. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Contender Regime Boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.